This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
On the show today, we caught up with Will Anderson. Great chat ahead of Gruen tonight.
That was really good, actually. We talk about unwarranted screams. They're pretty funny, actually.
Yes.
I'm always so kind to Jeremy McGovern, but right at the start, when he walks in and sits down in the studio, he has a go at me,
He was on the
Sean,
front
and it
door,
was
wasn't he?
unexpected, and it was disgusting.
Your return serve, though.
Yeah,
And Nathan
that's why the Eagles are going the way they are.
Nathan finally got a sponge cake.
I
But it
got a
wasn't-
sponge
wasn't
cake.
from Marlene.
No.
You'll hear about that.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
On Nova 937.
It's 4 past 6. Nathan out and Sean. Happy Wednesday.
Can I say that this is an extremely long week?
I don't think so.
I do, because Harry walked in this morning and he was so exhausted, weren't you, Haz?
Well, you weren't watching the cricket all night or something, Has?
Oh, no, it was rained out until...
Life's taking a toll on
It
Harry.
wasn't.
at the
It was
moment.
resolved.
Well, I
you
had
know
to-
that, right?
Well, it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I think I've watched one ball.
Yeah, I know. The thing
Yeah.
was, because the rain delay didn't start till 9:15. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, my God.
Yeah, how annoying.
So then Harry was going, you know what? He's like, I think it'd be all right if I took Friday off, just, mucking around. And he goes, oh, yeah, I might take tomorrow off. And I went, tomorrow?
Bad news. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's
I know.
Thursday. And Harry,
What a shock.
heart broke at that very moment.
Shock to the system. It should be Thursday next week. That's how long this week has been.
So that's so funny because you had your heart broken, whereas yesterday I had my heart filled because I didn't realise that we were going on break at the end of this week. I thought we had another week to go. So
Bonus.
ups and downs here in the studio.
I
Downs
think
of
the
life.
reason Harry's week is so long is because you were on a 4-day bender in Melbourne.
Nothing to do with it, Natalie. What are you talking about?
That's right, 2 days
Come
in.
back a little bit weary from that, haven't you?
When's the last time you did a many days bender? I'd die
Sean's
nowadays.
about to. He's about to hit Bali on Sunday.
But when was the last time? AFL Grand Final weekend. That was a bad one. Probably October last year.
And okay, so you'd be more match fit than I would, right? I think, hands down.
Yeah.
Do you still have that day afterwards where you want to die?
Yes.
Like, yeah. Like,
It's a lot of regrets.
Yes.
but yet I live alone, so when that happens, and Natalie, you would get this too if you don't really get hungover that
No.
badly. But
I know, you're lucky.
But when you're by yourself,
Yeah.
at home and you want to die, there's no one to help you, but yet it's okay because there's no one to bother you either.
Yes.
What's it like with
And also
a
there's no one to
family?
shame you and
What's
point
it
out
like
that
with
it's
a
your
family?
own
Mate,
stupid
I remember
fault.
this one. I was
Okay.
in Melbourne I stayed over in Melbourne. I was having an absolute belter for a couple of days, and I had to fly back because my boys, both youngest boys, were getting christened. and I've stayed in Melbourne to the Sunday, right? So we've got to go to church in the Arvo, and I've flown back in, and I have barely slept, and I'm all over the shop. You know that feeling? You're all over the shop.
So you
You
have
can't
to
even
talk to the
concentrate.
priest and everything.
All of it that. So I get home and I have to jump in the shower and I have to pretend to Megan that I am super duper. Fresh as a daisy. So I get in the shower like, yeah, no, it's easy. We did this and it's great. Went out for dinner.
Did you throw up into the holy water?
And I'm dying and then have to get to the church. And you spray yourself with so much deodorant.
Yeah,
after
sure,
you
sure,
get
yeah,
bloody
because it's oozing out of your pores.
Yeah, the deodorant's just covering us, and there's more boozy sweat coming.
You got the drops in the eyes because it's like road maps of your eyes, and you get there. And Megan was just, she didn't believe a thing about me.
No,
She didn't believe it.
she wasn't falling
Yeah.
for it.
So yeah, I get to there, and then I'm trying to tell I'm speaking to the priest, and I'm trying to be all the man that a man can be.
The priest is ringing the authorities. We need to take these kids off him.
Have you been so hungover you've cried? I have.
Oh, have I? Yeah.
I have. I've like cried. Like I've been on the couch.
On a footy trip, Nate, because you can't not turn up.
No, that's right.
And when
Then you're going to get shamed.
yeah, and when you're someone like me, the expectations are you have to be there. And
Yeah.
you have to kind of lead the charge. And
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Well, you were the captain.
So you've been so hungover and you have a little sneaky cry on a footy
Oh
trip.
yeah, I would try. Sometimes you're really looking to dive out that door and just hide, and then next thing you know, someone gets you for a skull, and you're like,
Have you checked out whatif.com's top 10 winter weekenders yet?
How good's a what if tip?
Fremantle's in there, Darwin, Bendigo, Airlie Beach. Book your winter getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Let's go.
If you're an experienced miner or maintenance tradie, McMahon is the place to be. If you're experienced in winning cash, then keep it here on Nova.
Time to play Gimme More with McMahon. Our contestant, please welcome to the show, Denise from Dutch. Morning, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Good morning.
Hi, Denise.
Why are you up at 6 on a wet, wintry morning?
Oh, making my kids their school lunches before I take them to school.
What are we having for lunch today?
And avocado sandwiches.
Oh.
Nathan, you like avocado.
No, I don't.
Every time you eat
I
it,
don't.
you
I don't
like
have
it.
I eat guacamole.
That
Yes,
is avocado.
guacamole.
It's not, Natalie. Pick up a book.
Hey, Denise, what age are they, by the way?
The avocados.
The kids.
No, 15 and 12.
So can I just get back to the sandwich quickly? So what's in the sandwich?
Well, one kid will have chicken and avocado and Nando's Perinaise, and the other one will have lettuce and chicken and a garlic aioli.
I remember it was a very
garlic
exciting day when I worked out you could buy the Nando's Perinaise at the shops
Yeah, I know.
many years ago.
Yeah.
What bread are we? Are we white bread or are we a multi-grain family?
Kids would be white for sure.
Oh, we're a white bread.
Yeah. It's interesting because when they get to that kind of age, Denise, then they want to go to the tuck shop every day. They hate mum
Yeah.
making them lunch normally.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
she
that's
gets bloody putting avocado in her sandwiches.
All right, Denise. We want you to win some cash, okay? There are 3 questions that stand between you
God.
and up to $500. So you can opt out at any time or you can keep going. Are you ready for your first question for $100?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Good luck.
All right.
All right. Question
right.
number 1. Sean McManus, my friend to the right of me,
Thank you.
played 228 games with no helmet. For which AFL team?
Oh, sorry, I missed who you said. It went blank.
Sean
Sean McManus.
McManus played footy for who?
Oh,
Where'd you go, Denise?
Denise.
yes, hello. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Okay.
All right, your phone
No, you
glitched.
cut out at the critical point,
Yeah.
but we'll allow it.
yeah.
We'll put
Yeah.
that through.
I thought you said avocado.
So you've won
going with
$100. You can take
$100
$100 and go home, Denise, or stay home.
No.
Oh, you want or you can say give me more and play for $250.
Yeah. I'll say give me more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have shit reception with Optus, so sorry.
Optus, yes.
God, they're a major
All
sponsor
right,
of the
here
show.
we go for $250, Denise.
Okay. Which Aussie kids TV show centres around a family of healer dogs?
Oh, Bluey.
Louis is correct. You've got $250 in your skyrocket. You can leave now, or you can say give me more and play for $500. What's it going to be, Denise?
Give me more, please.
Okay, there
Well,
we
she's
go.
got to buy avocados.
That's
No,
right.
she's got to get a new bloody telephone plan. That's
I know.
Okay.
I know. Get on to Telstra.
All right, Denise, for $500. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at which award ceremony last year?
Was it the Oscars?
Was it the Oscars?
The Oscars.
It was the
Yes,
Oscars.
it was the Oscars.
$500.
500 Australian dollars.
And it's only
you.
6 on a Wednesday. Well played.
I know.
Look at her
That's
come into
awesome.
wealth. The Duchess of Dutch, they call her.
They do.
Oh.
Duchess Denise.
I'll buy a tiara, the Savo.
Well, don't tell the kids either, Denise. This is money all for you, okay?
Yeah, I know. I won't have to make their lunch.
No, that's right. Oh, yeah. Canteen money today.
Canteen.
All right. Good on you, Denise. Well played.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Now, when you phone Nova, you get to speak to Ruby. Hey, Ruby.
Hi.
Hi,
Ruby.
Rubes.
Hey.
So Ruby is a single, independent woman. I'm looking to mingle, by the way, but it's not necessary. And she's moved into her first apartment, which is pretty exciting. And you're just being all you can be right now, aren't you, Rubes?
I love it. I love my solitude. It's great. I mean, I get lonely every now and then, as we all do. But last night I was.
A cry for help.
And Ruby, I've got to say something. Ruby dates someone, then suddenly say after 2 months of having a wonderful time with them,
I
she
do.
decides they're a murderer.
I do not.
With no evidence at all. She just decides, wait, I don't know this
do
guy well
not.
enough. He could murder me. And then from that point on, he's a murderer.
No, I just have standards. Anyway, so,
Like not being murdered.
What happened last night, Rubes?
last night I was cooking dinner and I was putting a bit of chicken with some hoisin sauce in a bowl. Had my brand new Ugg boots on.
Oh, which colour did you go for?
The tan colour.
Tan.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
little
classic.
platform ones as well. I'm obsessed with
Yeah,
them.
you are. How much recommended retail?
I think they were about $100.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit over. But I remember before I put them on, I thought, I shouldn't put them on tonight. Why am I doing this when I'm about to cook this meal? Anyway, ignore the thought, put them on anyway.
Yeah.
As I was scraping my carrots and beans out of the pan into the bowl, a hoisin-covered bean flies.
Just one.
Yeah, just one flies, lands on the top of my
Brand new
Ugg boot,
Ugg
and
boot.
I scream at the top of my lungs. Like a shrill.
Like really.
Literally like that. I was so angry. I still am. I'm actually so angry. I just can't deal with it. And so I got my cloth and I quickly wet it. And then
Yes.
I don't think you're even meant to wet Ugg boots. and then I quickly Googled.
Our boots can be wet because it's actually animal
They can.
skin.
Yeah.
Animals have been
Sheep
wet.
do stand in the rain.
I've never read the washing instructions on a sheep.
But I think the problem was the oil. It's an oily thing
Yes,
is
the
what
oil-
you've gotten on
yeah.
there.
And it seeps
Yes.
straight into the skin,
Yes,
and now
there's
they're
this big,
marked
long
forever.
Black mark. It literally looks like a bean mark. So I got some cornstarch because I googled that apparently
No,
removes it.
It'll never remove it
It'll
properly.
soak the oil up is the theory.
So at 8:30 last night, I'm on my couch with the Ugg boot
Just
in my
watching
hand,
it.
getting my Dyson vacuuming up cornstarch, and then I just took myself to bed. I was like, I've actually had enough.
Did
of
you
being
actually eat
alive.
your dinner? Could you eat your dinner? Because the dinner was the crime against the boot.
It took me like
Yeah.
about 15 minutes to eat it.
It's so mad.
Yeah. Do you feel
still
like now,
really
upon
upset about
reflection, that the scream was warranted?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, can I share something with you that happened many years ago? So Brad Robbins, who, as you know, used to be the vice captain of the Wildcats,
Ripping bloke.
his
He's a
wife
lovely guy.
Beck sent us a video because Brad is not a fan of birds, and a willy wagtail got into their house.
Willy Wagtail, the friendliest
Yeah.
little bird of all.
And Brad reacted in the same way as an oily bean hitting his Ugg boot. This is Brad with a willy wagtail in his house.
Where is that? Oh my God! I've never been this scared in my life. Get it out! Just where's the bird? Oh my God!
Now, if everybody remembers about Brad Robbins, he was the hardest
Yes.
nosed defender in the NBL at the time.
he was
Nat.
the angry ant.
Yes.
Like that was his nickname. Like it was, yeah.
Hey,
he
Nat,
was a hard man.
You bring home a guy. You've had.
Oh, I see you later. If he starts carrying on like that because there's a willy wagtail.
You're like,
And it's the way he goes, get rid of it. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, yeah, I'll open the window. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Problem, it's not a hoisin-covered bean. Calm down.
yeah, I know.
We are talking about screaming, and when upon reflection, it was probably unnecessary.
Even though Ruby doesn't think
Yeah.
it was, but we're looking at
Yeah.
it independently, Ruby,
Yeah.
and it absolutely was unwarranted.
This is open to everybody, men, women, genders in between. Give us a call, 13 24 10. What made you scream? Like, fully scream?
And then you look back and go, oh, maybe that was a bit of an overreaction.
Or maybe maybe you can tell us, and we'll tell you if it's an
We'll
overreaction.
decide,
We'll tell us what you screamed at, and we'll say whether it was warranted or
Man with a knife? Yes.
not. Yeah. So a couple-
Hoisin covered bean? No.
Someone will be screaming about winning 2 tickets to go and see Sam Fender live at
Nice.
HBF Stadium. I didn't know too much about Sam Fender, but there's a real buzz about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I know, in HBF Stadium. Don't miss your chance to see Sam Fender live. Final tickets at secretsounds.com.
Nice work. All right, screamers, this is for you.
You'd
I
be a
reckon-
screamer.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be a
Ellie,
screamer.
what
gives you that idea?
Hey.
So have you screamed at something and then upon reflection went, come on.
I'll
that was a bit much.
scream at anything. Like I'm a screamer.
So like if something touches you on the neck and
Yeah,
you're
I'll
like,
scream.
yeah.
If a leaf dropped on your arm?
Scream. Scream it out.
If we look at you,
Don't even speak to me about a hoisin-covered bean hitting with fresh shark.
we are talking about screamers that scream at things that it's probably not warranted, like a hoisin sauce covered bean falling on your brand new Ugg boot.
I get
mean, it's
that.
upsetting, but a full on scream.
I do get that because when you buy your new iPhone, right, the first time you drop that on the ground, you just want to drive into the river.
Yeah, you do. But do you
Sink to the bottom.
scream? Nathan,
Yeah.
when's the last
And
time you
that's
let one go?
$1,600 versus
Last time I
$100.
screamed, Sean, you work with me, I scream all the time. Over anything. I drop my pen.
Let's go to Tanya in Wollaston. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, Tanya. Have you been screaming at something?
Unfortunately, yes. We live up in the hills, so we've got the obligatory took 10, and it's an an annual family event that you go and, get rid of all the mice out of the chook pen.
Oh, yeah, right.
Food.
Yeah.
So I was sobbed in to be the one in the chook pen sticking the hose pipe down the mice holes.
What a day.
Keep your mice hole to yourself, please.
Is that an honour?
A pipe down the mouse hole is something that's never been said on this show before.
Oh, it's a whole day, and the dogs are outside the chook pen. They're waiting for them to come running out just to grab them. It's quite a spectacle.
Yeah.
It's like whacking day on The Simpsons.
Yeah,
but
it
with
is.
mice.
So you put the pipe down the mouse hole and then sort of coats the mouse through like the polypharma tunnel to come out the
Like
other end.
coaxing, turning the hose on.
Yeah. I was being nice.
They'll come out the holes that they found. But it was when I went to get out of the chook pen, because the mice were just running wild, that right on the gate by the handle, there was this poor drowned little mouse just sitting there looking at me, and I just screamed.
Oh, it wasn't touching you. It just looked at you.
In a nice way or an evil
way? The poor
way?
mouse was just looking at me, and on reflection, I like everyone came running going, what the hell's going on? But it was just
and you're
looking
like, it looked at me.
So did you scream because at that moment you knew that you took a life? What was it? What was the scream about?
It was looking at her. What was the scream
It was
about?
right in my hands, and I didn't see it until the last.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
You almost
So you
touched
screamed because you nearly touched it.
Yes.
Wow, if I screamed over all the things I've nearly touched, I'd have a bleeding throat. Okay,
Thanks,
that was unwarranted screaming.
That was,
Thanks,
yes,
Tanya.
it's official. But also, you've put us off chook pens for a while. Holly's in Marangaroo. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Great, Holly.
Good, Holly.
Is there a screamer in your life, Holly?
Yes, there is. It's my husband.
I like that.
And God love him, he screams at most things that are animal related. He's a city boy, he's not a country boy.
Yes.
And so me being the country girl, I have to deal with all of it. So we've had mice recently, so that's been fun. But one from a couple of years ago, he came running in from the backyard screaming that there was a snake and that the dogs were attacking it and things. And I went out there and I went, okay, no worries. And he goes, I've put a pot plant over it. I went, okay. Lifted up the pot plant. It's a bobtail. I went, it's clearly got legs. And he goes, yeah, but they were all part of its fat body. And I went, yes, but it has a blue tongue and a diamond head.
And it's only short and
It's
stubby.
a bobtail. Yeah. And so I had to pick it up in the pot plant and go put it out in the front garden.
Holly, you're doing all
and
this.
things.
Your husband's running into you.
Yes, this is to get Holly to say
Well, let's not forget Brad Robbins and Willie Taylor.
Yeah, but he does it with moths in the house and things, and he's done it when the mouse trap goes off, and he'll come screaming in and say, the mouse trap's gone, and I've got to go out and get rid of the mice.
Holly, is his scream as powerful as Brad here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids laugh at him now, so my daughter just yells out Dad, check the mouse traps every now and again, and he squeals.
Yeah.
So, it's a real fear.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Holly.
Thanks, Holly. It's so funny.
Paulette, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Paulette.
Is there a screamer in your life, Paulette?
Yeah, I have a cockroach story.
Yes.
A few years back, I was driving in my car, and I was wearing very tight jeans, and I felt something scratching at my upper thigh.
Yes.
Wasn't sure what it was.
Under the jeans?
Under the jeans. And I thought, oh, gee, something is in my jeans.
Yes.
So I stopped the car, jumped out of the car, pulled my pants down in the middle of everywhere. People could see. And I screamed because it was a massive cockroach that was stuck up near my thigh.
Well, I wonder where the cockroach was going, Sean.
Where's it come from?
No, it's not coming from anywhere.
Sean.
It's got to be us.
I think it was going somewhere. I think it was an arrival, not a departure.
Okay. Let's say it's an arrival. So you're standing in the street with your pants down with a massive cockroach in and around your groin area.
I literally jumped out of the car. I didn't care who was there because I thought, oh, what this... And I just pulled my pants all the way down to my ankles. And there was this massive cockroach looking at me saying, well, hello, how you going? So...
Oh, my God, Paulette.
Okay,
What about the people then who were surrounded you? Did
Any
you get some
supportive
attention?
honks?
I think they were quite supportive. They did laugh. You could see people were laughing
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
well, it was
background.
great.
But they could see that I was justified. It was totally justified.
I have to say, a cockroach crawling up to Gruen area,
Yes.
that's justified.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
right.
That's not unwarranted.
Screaming because a snake's under a pot plant, and then there was actually a
bobtail.
Bobtail. That's not warranted. And then also Nelly touching a dead mouse.
Nearly. No, it wasn't
Was
a
it?
dead
No,
mouse.
it was just
It
a rain
alive-
effect.
a
A
wet mouse.
wet
wet
mouse
mouse.
that was on its way out is not
Thanks, everybody.
warranted.
It's a minute after 7.
Great way to finish. 2 tickets to see Sam Fender live at HBF Stadium. Oh, Tanya started us off, so I'm going to give her the nod.
Great job. All right.
Nelly touching a wet mouse.
I was looking at her, Nathan. You're forgetting that bit. It's very intimidating.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. From the people that brought you last quarter comes 2 halves.
Let's hear it for unmissable football from the Bank West best seats in the house.
Well, it's a game of 2 halves. 2 halves.
How do you win the 2 halves,
You
Nat?
win the 2 halves, Nathan.
Thank you. Sure.
Why are you asking me?
There
I'm
are
not.
2
Ever
questions
again.
for you to answer correctly.
Oh, mate.
That's all you have to do. Our first contestant is Colin from Dianella. Good morning, Colin. Hello, Colin.
How's it going?
Good,
Colin.
buddy.
Colin, do you know how to win the 2 halves? Okay.
Yep.
You got to win the 2 halves, Colin.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good.
He's got
Yep,
it.
no, he's
Colin's
on
here
board.
for business.
And remember, up for grabs, premium Bankwest best seats to see Tottenham and West Ham United. Bit on the line here.
Colin.
Do you think that Colin has what it takes to get it on the first
He's pretty
question?
amazing.
Yes.
Everybody talks about Colin.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've heard about
Good things, I
Colin.
hope.
Yeah. All right, Colin. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Colin, here is your first half.
Wow's this, Colin? The current all-time leading goal scorer for Manchester United is Wayne who?
Rooney.
You're absolutely right, Colin, which you knew because he said it with such
I
confidence.
think Colin's going to do this.
I know.
Colin.
We move on to the second half. Get this right, you win.
Here we go. Colin.
Hang on, blow the whistle. There we go.
Nice one. Rooney Mara was nominated for an Academy Award for her portrayal of the girl with the dragon what?
Tattoo.
Yes, Colin's done it, everybody. Never in doubt.
Colin!
Colin.
Mate.
Are you,
There's a hell of a lot of time there, Cole.
are you a bit of a football fan, Colin?
Yeah, I do. I'm from Ireland, so I would have followed the Premier League a lot back home.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yep.
Colin, you're off to see Tottenham and West Ham United go head-to-head at Optus Stadium, July 18.
Okay.
You'll be in a premium Bankwest best seats. That's premium seating, food and drinks included, and you'll be invited onto the pitch to kick a goal for more prizes, Colin, and I'm going to back you in.
Nathan, you didn't know what he said before, did you?
Oh.
Colin,
Oh.
when he was talking.
No. I just love Colin's just like downplaying the whole situation.
Yeah, that's right. Colin,
Yeah,
Colin's not getting carried away
Colin
about it.
knew what he wanted. He called non-fussed, non-fussed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He knew what he needed to do.
You're
He
right.
needed to call the radio station, I'll get his tickets, and I've got a busy day, so let's just
He
wind
got the
this
job
up.
done.
That's what I
Colin,
about- that's
love
what I
your work, buddy.
I love about Colin.
Yep.
Colin. Hey, Cole, but incidentally, who's your team that you follow?
Man United.
There you go.
Oh,
Man
so
United.
that question about Wayne Rooney was pretty easy for you then.
Yeah. I think it was easy for everyone, really.
Yeah, should ask about Ryan Giggs.
There you
How many
go,
hairs
Colin.
on his
Exactly.
chest? Something like that. Colin
Big,
would've
big
got
day planned, Colin? Big day? What's happening today?
No, just work, really. Nothing too fancy.
What do you do, Colin?
I'm a commercial manager.
Oh, you're almost Colin from accounts, aren't you?
Yeah,
that. Oh, The Office.
Yeah, actually, I watched that recently. It's good.
It's a good show, isn't
that's
it?
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Barrels of laughter at your place, Colin?
Actually, Nathan, my mate John lives across from you.
Oh,
He's,
okay.
your name.
Okay. Can I tell you? So this is the one that I said the other day that I went down to go and get a McMuffin, sausage and egg
yes,
McMuffin,
and he's from
then I
there.
came home and he's on his bike about to ride to Mandurah
that's
and back
right.
for no
That's right.
reason.
I heard that. Yeah. He does a lot of training. Right?
Yeah, no,
You're not
Disgusting.
like that, are you, Colin? You don't get into
No. It's a full-time job.
You're more
Really?
the McMuffin guy than the.
And I'm not saying
I'm more of a McMuffin guy really than what John is.
Yeah.
And anyone planning to move into my building, just don't be a professional cyclist.
Yes, and
It's
also-
really getting annoying. It's getting so annoying. There's always one that's living there. Why? How many of you are there?
But if you are,
Just get a bike and join them.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but
Colin.
people laugh at the ribbons on the handlebars, though, Colin. And they
The
get
basket on
embarrassed.
the front, though, Nathan. You can fit a lot in it, so it's fine. Well played, Colin. Good job.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks very much.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Amy's just losing her mind
She's
here in
furious.
the studio. I've been telling Harry that the Righteous Gemstones season 3 has just dropped, so the first episode on binge. Anyway, it's hilarious. It's got Danny McBride and Adam Devine, John Goodman. So funny about one of those. Is it tele-evangelistic sort of families in the US? Anyway, and Harry, so what have you... I've told you about a few things. Shrinking is really good. You got to watch that.
Oh, there are so many TV shows.
So what did you just say that upset Amy?
Well, I said I need to write a list, and I was going to go for the old, the old format, the old money, and just write it down.
For a pen.
Yeah, I was going to write it on a piece of... I was just going to write it on the emergency services piece of paper here in the studio.
That's the dance
We have
scoreboard.
phones, though.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a notes part in your
Write it in your phone, and
Because-
you've got your
because
phone
you-
with you when you're at home to watch the show.
Because you watch the show at home, right? So that list isn't going to help you if it's here.
No, but no.
Can I say,
it will
you
help.
are-
Take a photo of it,
It'll help.
so it's on your phone.
My dad has got a little flip pad that he writes things in, and that's like
Yes.
passwords and stuff, and like movie.
Yeah, but your dad's 70.
I know,
He's 30.
I know.
Good on you, Brian. I'm with you on this one.
Little physical list. Remember filofaxes?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Oh, well, I mean, I was a woman about town.
Oh,
Of
you
course,
so you
I
had a
filofax.
stylofax. Remember?
No,
The
I
old
had the
filofax.
proper filofax. Yeah, I know.
Stylofaxes had like a
Let me go
weird
to my
curve
notes.
on them, and they were like move.
Lovely.
Exciting
There's too
stuff.
much in these phones these days, you know, guys.
Oh, okay,
yeah, boomer.
boomer.
Don't you think? Yeah, don't you think?
Good on you, Harry.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't need a phone.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The entire world is waiting to see what's happening with that submarine, the Titan, that has gone missing while they were trekking out the Titanic.
You
on
can't
a-
imagine that the result of this is going to be good at this point.
No, from the moment, even though that we've known that they've had enough oxygen to survive
Yes.
for like 4 days, at the moment they reckon there's 40 hours left.
Yeah.
But from the moment it
The time's
disappeared,
ticking. Yeah.
you can't think that there's going to be great outcome.
So they're saying the last recorded ping was directly above the Titanic. So imagine if they had sunk to the bottom of the floor, because many different theories are out about at the moment about implosion and all this sort of stuff. Imagine if you sank to the bottom and you're sitting next to the Titanic. No, like, and then that's...
And it's deep.
But
So
what-
that
that's
is
what you're
Okay, so
looking
the
at.
question is for
3,000
me,
metres deep.
Yeah, I know,
3,000
but they can
metres.
dive down with stuff
Yes.
to the Titanic,
Yes.
right, which I've done many times.
Okay, do you
So
want
why,
to...
why
can't
aren't
they-
they...
All right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. All right. So a guy named David Pogue, he was a CBS news correspondent. He's been on this
Yes.
vessel last year, and he said, "I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous, especially given the paperwork, which read this experimental vessel has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body, and could result in physical injury, emotional trauma, and death." Here's the thing: once you're in it, they bolt it shut from the outside.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
So, say if you need to get out, you can't.
Yes.
You have to
Well,
go
you-
up the if you don't go up to the surface to be let out, you're dead.
Well, if
The
you,
end.
if you got out of your submarine
Yes.
at 3,000, you're dead
Yes,
anyway.
you're
I know,
dead.
but say even
That's
if
right.
you were coming up and if you
Yeah.
come up, you could. Let
Of
yourself
course.
out as you're ascending.
okay, so we know it's down there, and
Yeah.
you said the last recorded ping. Are they sending robots
Yes,
and all that
that's
stuff?
the question.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they can't find it, because then you'd have some kind of a detector radar thing going on your...
You would think. I know.
And how about the way
So
it's
where did it drive off
controlled?
to?
It's controlled with like a PS4
yeah,
paddle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like the little controller
They
they
said
hold
it's
in your hand.
An adaptation of a Logitech one, but it's like the PS4 ones. This is just
So if
it's a lot.
If it was in the spot which is down near the Titanic, they would find it, right? That's pretty
You would
clear.
think so.
Well, because
So-
there's the Titanic.
But do they have other vehicles that can get down
Yeah.
that deep
Yeah.
that easily and quickly?
And also, could it have fallen into the Titanic? You know what I mean?
But regardless, you'd still
But
find
again,
it.
that's fine because they go through the rooms with those
Yeah.
robotic things. So then
Yeah.
my only thing would be that it's driven off somewhere uncontrollably.
I threw a theory out there that I thought it could be a giant squid. Because when you get down
or a
deep,
creature of the deep.
when
of
you
some
get down
sort.
deep, there's some messed up stuff down there, and,
Yeah.
it doesn't want us down there, and we shouldn't be down there.
Nathan, when I was at footy training last night, one of the dads, it was a topic of conversation, came out. One of the dads said, "I think it's a giant squid," and then I nearly fell over because you'd said it to me about.
Oh well,
an hour before.
that's official then.
Yeah. You know what I mean, this is just...
I know, a
this
dad
is
from
just
footy said
horrendous.
it.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is just
no,
horrendous. $364,000 they paid for that ticket.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
Aussie dollars, eh?
I know.
360.
That's the allure of the Titanic. It's extraordinary.
So
isn't
I think
it?
1 or 2 of the guys that are in there, they've gone to space as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that the billionaire, he's gone down to
English
the
guy.
whatever, the trench, what's it called?
Mariana Trench.
Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part in the ocean.
Would you rather Would you rather be on a sub in this scenario, or would you rather be in space and have something happen?
I don't think there's a good outcome either way.
For some reason, I feel like a space you'd have more of a fighting chance. I don't know why.
No, you'd be floating off towards the sun and you'd just bloody explode,
in the
wouldn't
ocean,
you?
you're on Earth, so I suppose that's half the battle. Space, you have to get back down. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I
wonder if they're
time is ticking on
I
this
wonder if
and
it's going to
we
be
might,
found.
Well, yeah, I was going to say we might never know.
Or they could find them. We don't know yet.
I know,
They
that's
could.
right, but time is absolutely ticking on that.
Again,
Yeah.
getting back to the submarine itself, how does it not have a GPS on it?
Oh, like an Apple AirTag.
Yeah,
I
all
think
of it.
maybe it's just so deep that
But
you
they were
can't
the
get
pings.
the
They're the pings.
Yeah.
They send out pings.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think
so-
that you
So
can only.
the-
I don't. I think
The communication system has to be working for that to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. No more
Yeah, we
questions
don't.
from
We
me.
don't know. We're a bunch of chumps talking
Yeah,
about it
yeah,
like we
yep.
have any authority
Well,
or
I don't
know
have
what we're
any
talking
idea.
about, and
Well,
we
now
don't.
2 people have said giant squid. So
It's true.
Oh yeah, that's right. The dad from football.
Oh, tobacco.
And
Sorry,
me.
junior football.
and not
Yeah.
just him and me.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Ellie.
You're obsessed by this, aren't you? This submarine thing.
Yeah. My algorithm on TikTok is just showing me every detail about it. It's
Yeah.
so wild.
Do you want something to distract you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Remember last week we were in Canberra and you didn't get to come.
Yeah.
Got your present, Ellie.
Did you really?
Yeah. Can you pass
Oh.
that to
Is
Ellie,
it-
please?
Is it?
You asked for it.
It's very flat. It's flat and it's thin and small.
Okay, Sean. What is it?
Ah, this is exciting.
Is
I don't know. Oh, get ready for a scream.
Yeah.
Should I screen?
You're a mad screamer.
You said you'd display this.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Natalie.
Say, like that.
it's so nice.
What is it? Tell everyone what it is.
It's a tea towel of Canberra Parliament House.
You're welcome.
Feel the quality.
Wow, it's just divine.
What
Now
sort of recommended retail price would you put on that?
Don't read it.
Oh, it's not on the back. I would say that probably cost you $24.99.
No.
More.
Really? It's organic cotton though.
Yeah, no,
and it's printed locally and it's
Only the best
sustainable.
for you, Ellie. So
Wow.
can't wait till that goes up in your kitchen.
Do I have to put it up in my kitchen?
Yes.
No, you said that. You said you would display. That's your display
I
tea
said
towel.
if it was ugly, I'm not putting it
Well,
up.
it's not
not
Look
ugly.
at that.
It's gorgeous.
That's the home of democracy in this country. What more do you want?
Are you kidding me? We while we're at the lodge, we saw some of the pieces that were loaned by the Australian National Gallery.
Yes.
And they don't hold a candle to this tea towel.
So this was the best of the bunch.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
And Amy's
Beautiful.
mum got a magnet.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Wasn't the magnet $10?
Yeah.
We need to have a company pushing out tourist crap. Really?
I think they might have caught it the market.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Joining us now via Zoom, the host of Gruen, which is back tonight at 8:30 on the ABC, Will Anderson.
Hi, Will.
Thank you.
Back.
Hey.
Thank you very much for having me. I super appreciate it. You know, I always love coming on the show, and I appreciate even on a night when I'm up against State of Origin, so no one's going to watch Gruen, let's be honest.
No,
It's
in
on
WA
ABC
they will.
They'll watch it here.
Actually, the time difference. Oh, don't get me wrong. I looked at my schedule this morning of all the press I'm doing. A lot of WA, South Australia, a lot of Queensland and New South Wales on my schedule today. So anyway, if you guys want to have a 45-minute chat, I've got the time.
You're fully available. And Logie nominated for Gruen Nation as well. Congratulations.
Well, I mean, I do not care about the Logies, but it is nice for my team because we actually got nominated for Nation for Outstanding and the regular show for Popular. So it's good to be able to be beaten by Lego Masters in 2 separate categories.
Sure. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
really looking forward to that.
I don't know.
seems
I don't
like
know
the
if you're the
right
same
category.
as us, Will, but we don't do this show for the awards.
We've actually received
We've
one.
never won any.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad, and you keep doing it regardless. And I think I appreciate that. And you know what? Here's the thing. I heard, now I know you guys don't want to talk about this, but I heard you were invited to dinner at the lodge. Is that correct?
Well, how did you hear that?
Stop bringing it up, Will.
Yeah, because we try to downplay it.
This is
I know that you guys. I know it was a real big secret that you were there, but look, people said it wouldn't be easy under Albanese, but it is. I mean, if you guys can get to the lodge, it's anyone.
It's so easy. You can just stroll on in and have a private dinner with him. It's unbelievable stuff. Yeah. So we do think several of the staff quit that night, though, because
Trauma.
The conversation I was at the table was, I think, unlike anything that was discussed at that table ever before.
Yeah, I think you should have suggested to them they put cameras in all the rooms and then they just like lock the doors, Big Brother style, and that's how they do Australian Parliament, right? I think if they had cameras on them at all times, some of the more dodgy stuff might be eliminated.
Yeah, that's right. Not completely, but reduced.
Hey, Will, I wanted to ask you, I looked ahead, so Gruen tonight you'll be chatting about a whole different range of things, but the humble ute, you're going to focus on at one stage. So what's the go here?
Well, they're getting bigger. So I don't know if you've noticed this if you've been on the roads recently, but the Hilux used to be Australia's most popular ute. Like that, and even the Hiluxes are getting bigger. We found a stat that apparently today's Hilux is the same size as the Sherman tanks we used in World War II.
Oh, really? Really? Because they are sort of all resembling the F-100 from America now. Yeah, it's insane.
Sean's a ute driver.
I'm a ute driver now. I feel really manly about it.
What are you in though, Sean? This is the thing. Like, are you? What are you rocking around?
I'm in a BT50.
Only from Melville Mazda.
Melville Mazda.
So
it's a weapon, mate.
Yeah, but you're not in like the Ram or the Warlock or the Triton.
The Silverado.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All these like names, they seem to be named after wrestlers from Gladiators. Yeah. And what I love is every single one of the ads is like somebody going, "Do you really need this big truck?" And then there's just a guy going, "Get in," and then they just drive out into the desert. Like, can you imagine if you asked one of your mates, "Hey, why do you need a big truck?" and they said, "Get in the car," and then drove you into the middle of the desert? I'm like, are you going to murder me?
In a car with a super masculine name called like Thick Balls or something.
Yeah, that's right. In your new Nissan Cock with 2 Ks.
I think this is a great time to go to Nathan's episode of What's in the Background of Will's Zoom shot.
Good. Okay.
You've put a few things out there to trick me right now. You've got some macrame there. I'm not asking that. There's a skull over there on like a little a curvy leg table.
A skull on a plinth.
I'm asking about the shoplifting mirror that's above you. Why
that's a lamp.
Is that a lamp?
Oh, it's a lamp.
That to me looks like a shoplifting mirror.
Is that what you thought it was?
I thought you had a shoplifting mirror, one of the curved ones. And I don't know many people stealing from your office. Now I can.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I am coming this morning from Esprit. I'm doing...
Well, somebody's trying to steal a blouse.
Okay, now that I got that wrong, let's go to the macrame. You didn't do that yourself, do you?
No, the macrame has always been there, but I've shut the door a bit because I think if I lean this way, you might be able to see something that... Oh, hang on. Yeah, can you see in the background?
Oh, the ball cleaner. We've got staff. Okay, Downton Abbey. Oh, do they sleep in their own quarters, do they?
I thought it wouldn't be very good for my, like, working man ABT.
If we could see the staff.
Background, you could see the pool boy.
When did you realise you were doing well enough to stop scraping leaves out of your own pool? How long has that been happening for? Been a while?
Well, it's been a while.
Sean's an outsourcer. Sean outsources everything.
But that's just because he's incapable of doing things.
And Sean doesn't just outsource to companies. Like, I think Megan had to hire hubby one day to hang a picture.
And to put the baby's crib together when Sonny was coming.
But Sean outsources just to people in the street in his neighbourhood.
Well, I'm in a neighbourhood where I've got some retirees around me and there's 2 of them are engineers and then one across the road, he's one of those handy dudes. So I just throw them half a sentence. Geez, I'm having a bit of a trouble with... And then they just
jump in. They can't help themselves.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, give us a look at that thing. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, mate. That's what a community is. I don't know why you're being mocked by that.
Because he's not offering anything in return.
Give and take is usually the nice equation.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Well, I mean, he's a local celebrity, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it is.
He's offering the gloriousness of his company.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of his shine rubs off on them, like for being there.
Hey, your poor man's...
the kids need footy lessons or something.
Yeah, not giving them.
Will, turn around. Your poor man's taking his pants off. Seriously, look, turn around. Will. No, he's
we did see his hose. He walked out with his hose.
All right, so I want to know how well you're doing. So you got a pool man. Who else? Do you clean your own windows or do we outsource them? You get a window cleaner, wouldn't you?
I mean, I can't. I've got a bad back. I can't clean those windows.
And house cleaner. Yeah.
I do my own house cleaning, I will say. I get a specialist for the windows.
Okay.
But I just get the person they use at play school for the round window and the square window. So it's an ABC job. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Yeah. But no, clean my own house. Don't have a house cleaner.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Do you clean your own car or do you take it down to the... No, you wouldn't clean your own car.
No, I take it to the car wash. That's okay though, isn't it?
That's okay.
I mean, it's like I'm saying, oh, look on you, Prince Charles. You're taking your car to a car wash. I mean, like it's not.
I heard the suspension in your gold carriage. Shit.
Well,
Gruen's going to be great.
It's always a pleasure.
Gruen's going to be great, everyone.
Gruen returns tonight, everybody, 8:30. It's Logie nominated. There's a ringing endorsement for you. It's always a pleasure.
And Will, I was talking to Will off air about cricket, so your podcast, give that a go because I'll be listening to that.
Two guys, one earn. You can find it at TOFOP, TOFOP. I am talking about the cricket if you're interested in the cricket and knowing, like, from a ridiculous point of view. If you're a person who doesn't know a lot about cricket and wants to understand what's going on, that might be the podcast for you.
And please support it because it needs to pay for someone to do the gardens. Because they're looking very luscious in the ground.
Great news that Willosophy's back too, Will. Good work on that. Finally, you brought it back.
It is back.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Have a lovely day and regards to the staff.
It's fancier than the lodge. I mean, we didn't think you'd have more staff than the lodge.
I didn't invite you around to my job.
Tomorrow we're going to speak to the house manager of Will's property. Very excited.
Good idea, Will. Thanks, buddy.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I'm in love. Shook up, I'm on.
Shake, rattle and roll your way to Crown Theatre this July. Jive to the hits of Elvis at All Shook Up. Book now through Ticketmaster.
Here we go. It's time for a round of All Shook Up. All our contestants need to do is guess what's been shaken up. Pretty easy.
Let's go to Leamy and catch up with Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Sean. How are you going?
Wonderful. Chin's Noodle House. Do you get along there?
I do. It's a great place. Very popular with our people in our suburb and outer suburbs. Well known here.
Are they competitive prices?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What's your
Good
favourite
food, good atmosphere. That's amazing.
What's your favourite thing to order from there, Michelle?
Very Aussie. So sweet and sour pork or, something like that.
Yeah, right. You're going against Hayley from Coburn. Hi, Hayley.
Hi, guys.
How are you, Hay? Do you
I'm good. How are you?
Is there a Coburn noodle house that you enjoy? Or
one up the Gateway?
Oh, yeah, head up the Gateway. Go to the Vale.
Mum and Dad said the Chinese is pretty good up there.
Yeah, not bad. Actually, pretty good.
Really?
Okay. Great chat, everyone.
Well, I'm going to head to the area then, aren't I?
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to give you the category, and then you'll hear a series of words. That is because it's been all shook up. It's your job to buzz in with your name and put it in the right order. If you do that correctly, you score the point. Get it wrong, we move on to the next one. It's the best of 5. Shall we test some buzzers?
Yeah.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Hayley.
Hayley.
Working well.
I like it.
All right. Let's go for the first round, everyone.
Okay.
We are looking for the title of a movie. And here are your words. Day. 2. Judgment. Terminator.
Michelle.
Yes, Michelle.
Terminator Judgment Day.
We have to say no because you left the 2 out.
It's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. We must use all of the shook-up words.
Yeah, that's right. It's 0-0 still.
0-0.
We go to round 2.
How exciting.
Here we go, number 2.
Okay.
And...
No, tell them what it is first, okay?
I don't know.
I mean, it's given it away.
Now we have to get a new one.
Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Can we edit that part? Okay, here we go.
No worries.
This is a saying or phrase.
Okay.
Everybody? And place a hard A between rock.
Hayley.
Yes, Hayley.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We have to say no because you put an extra word in there. It was just between. I know there was no
Between a
stuck.
hock and a right. Yeah.
Did you say
Oh, I
hot?
got excited.
I know. It's an exciting thing. We
You
understand.
two are doing terribly.
Score check 0-0.
Yes.
Okay.
And I
Close.
love that. I love that.
Round 3. This is we're looking for the title of a TV show. Okay, here we go. Get Here, I'm Me.
Hayley.
Yes, Hayley.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
She's on the board.
With no extra words or no missing words.
That's right. The right amount of words in the right order. Hayley leads 1-0.
All right, guys. Here we are with a celebrity's name. The Johnson, Rock, Dwayne.
Michelle.
Michelle.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
He is known as Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I know, bugger. Hayley still leads at 1-0 as we head into round 5.
So this is a very important round, Natalie.
So, Michelle, if you take this point, then it ties it up. We go to a tie break. Hayley, if you get this one, it is your match.
Wow, this couldn't be tenser.
I know, right?
And it's coming at the perfect time.
I know, and Sean's delivering it. Sean, what's the category?
No.
What's the category?
It's food, everybody. Food.
Okay.
I'm glad you got this one, actually.
Yeah, me too. Here we go. Sweet chicken and soup.
Hayley.
Corn.
Hayley.
Yes, Hayley.
Hayley.
Sweet corn and chicken soup. Sweet and sour chicken soup.
Can't just put other words in there.
Chicken and sweet corn. Love it.
But, Hayley, you've managed to win anyway, because that was round 5 and you're leading 1-0, so you are the winner.
Well done, Hayley.
Well done.
Michelle.
Thank you so much. You made my day.
Just chucking anything at that.
I know.
Minestrone? I don't know.
Hayley, you're off to see All Shook Up the musical at Crown Theatre. Plus, you've scored $1,000 cash as well.
Oh my God, thank you guys. Have honestly made my week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good
Are
on
you
you,
telling me we gave $1,000 away for that abysmal round?
I
know. Well, Nova is really the place you can win money for anything.
Isn't it just?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Yesterday was a big day. It was Nathan Morris's birthday, but also...
I think yesterday.
I know it's day before. No, what day is it?
I don't know.
Day before.
I was going to say that felt like a week ago.
But what we remember it most for was the ongoing feud between Nathan and Marlene about sponge cake.
She was out of control yesterday, can I say that?
Defended herself?
Afterwards, because she really had a chip on her shoulder. And then afterwards, I spoke to Mum and I said, "How are you?" And she goes, "I'm fine." And I said, "Why were you being so defensive this morning on the radio?" And then she goes, "Oh, because." And I went, "But you had no leg to stand on. There is no way you can justify promising to make me a sponge for a year and a half and not delivering. Yes. There is no reason.
No, that's right.
Out there, unless your arms have been cut off.
No.
Or you are trapped in a cellar underneath and you can't get to the shop.
And neither of those things are true.
So she was just being very argumentative and she was like, "You wouldn't let me speak." And I said, "Well, everything that was coming out of your mouth was lies."
No.
Anyway, she was very excited because yesterday we got a text message, Malcolm, our tech, from a building manager here in the Nova building, Cara. And Cara's mum, apparently, while listening to that, went to her fridge and got out eggs to make them room temperature because she was going to be making me a sponge. Cara's mum's name
Rita.
is Rita.
How's it possible?
AKA Nanny.
How could
It's not possible.
Okay. Sean, so the laughable idea was put forward that I was going to have a sponge cake today that was made yesterday, fully knowing that it takes possibly 2 years to make one. So I don't see it
Rita
happening.
is making Marlene look bad. The cake is approaching, Nathan. There it is. Oh, that's my cake stand. Haven't seen that for a while. I want that back.
So wait there. Was this assembled by Rita?
No.
What happened?
So Rita delivered
all the ingredients.
So the individual cakes and cream and jam and everything, but it had to be assembled by Pricey, who works with us here.
I think Pricey went a bit heavy on the jam.
I don't think Pricey's ever assembled a sponge cake before, it's safe to say.
Where's all the cream gone?
And the other thing, in Pricey's defence, she didn't have the capacity to whip the cream here. So
first of all, when you touch the sponge, it rebounds beautifully.
That's a nana sponge. You want to be able to put your finger, like just so you would with when you poke a nana and your finger just goes into skin.
Yes.
Or loose skin, that's the same as a nana sponge.
Yeah, and it's also, we've got 2 full-size sponge cakes, and sandwiched together. She hasn't gone one that you then cut in half. This is 2 full-size.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's spongy.
It's very spongy.
It's not holding together very well. I think that's more so I'll just take a bit of the first one.
I bet you're going to love it.
Oh, my God. This, you know what it means?
It looks light.
A mum sponge. This is it. Oh.
Nathan's gone in. It doesn't make any noise because it's so light. Look at it.
That is what I wanted. I wanted that. for 18 months. Rita, you're amazing.
Rita, good on you, buddy. And thanks,
That is
Cara.
a light, spongy sponge.
Oh,
try the
mum
you didn't have a jam in
sponges.
there?
If you have a mum or a nana in your life that makes a sponge, get her to do it today. I know it's an unsung cake.
Yeah,
It is. We're living in a world of red velvets and like hazelnut cheesecakes and stuff, and people forget about this, which is what got us to today. This is the history of Australia.
No, I agree with you. I've always been a
You're
mud
not
cake
going
guy.
over the top about it.
This is what it's all about.
Smells delicious.
It's
There was an
CWA worthy.
There's an added flake grated on top.
Yeah,
How do you perceive that?
Some flake
I've never
broken up
ever
over the top.
had a like a flake on
Normally,
top of my
like I would have
sponge, but-
expected fresh strawberries on top.
I would be fine with fresh strawberries. When I was younger, I used to pick them off, but now, because my palate's grown, I would eat them.
Oh, you're so sophisticated now.
Thank you. Don't put avocado on it.
No.
Just some
There's no place
Rita,
for it.
thank you so much, Cara. Thank you so
Well
much.
done, Rita.
Great work, Rita. Marlene,
see?
you're on notice.
Oh, no, she thinks she's off the hook now. She goes, now I don't have to make you one. You weren't anyway.
Yeah, and yours wouldn't have been any good, Marlene. I'm trying to fire her up now.
Oh, no.
Okay,
No,
so what I did, and she's supposed to go, yes, it
I'll
is,
show
and
him.
then she'll make it.
Like a rotten carrot cake.
I see what you're doing there.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Yesterday was a big day, everybody. It was Action for Active Day. We teamed up with Active and Chevron, and we were raising money. Ross was down at Elizabeth Quay for a while, weren't you?
Yeah.
Casanova Ross, yep.
Casanova Ross.
Yep.
So, should we have a good drum roll and find out what the total is? Oh, come on,
Come on.
Oh, Harry.
Harry. Jeez.
The total amount raised was...
$310,000 and $310,673. Always, well, what's a 673? You know what I mean?
Hey, every dollar counts.
$310,000. That's amazing.
It is incredible.
Great cause. We have Graham in here every Monday, who's part of Active. He's a legend as well.
He is a legend.
He is a great guy. Money's raised will go towards improving the lives of people living with disability, which we know is awesome.
Massive thank you to everybody that donated too. You did a great job.
Yeah.
And if you think, I still want to help out, you could sign up for the Chevron City to Surf for Active as well.
Oh, wouldn't you? Hey, Rossi, can we have some sponge cake?
Oh,
yeah,
Ross.
I love a good sponge cake. Nana's made them best. My nan used to make them, but yeah, you don't have them often. They are rare.
I know.
Have you had a taste of this one that Nathan?
I have not.
I need the recipe.
You should try it.
Yeah, right. I'll come in a sec.
Thank you so much, Rita.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.